Winston Churchill and Haile Selassie, a unique relationship in history. Two of the most fascinating figures of the 20th century. Winston Churchill, the indomitable British Prime Minister, and Emperor Haile Selassie, the Lion of Judah and leader of Ethiopia. Their lives crossed paths during one of the darkest periods in history, World War II. But how did their relationship shape the future of Ethiopia? And what role did Churchill play in Ethiopia's struggle for independence? Stick around as we uncover this compelling story of diplomacy, resilience, and mutual respect. To understand the connection between Churchill and Haile Selassie, we need to go back to 1935. Ethiopia, under Emperor Haile Selassie, was one of the few African nations that had maintained its independence during the height of colonialism. But in October 1935, Italy, under Benito Mussolini, launched a brutal invasion of Ethiopia. The Italian forces unleashed chemical weapons and committed atrocities, determined to annex Ethiopia and expand their empire. Despite Ethiopia's brave resistance, the country fell to the Italians in 1936. Haile Selassie was forced into exile, becoming a voice for justice on the global stage. His famous speech at the League of Nations in Geneva still echoes in history. But while the world largely turned a blind eye to Ethiopia's plight, Winston Churchill took notice. By 1940, the world was at war, and Churchill had become Prime Minister of Britain. Though his immediate priority was defeating Nazi Germany, Churchill understood the strategic importance of Africa in the war effort. Ethiopia, in particular, was a key battleground, and Churchill saw an opportunity to strike a blow against Mussolini's forces in East Africa. Churchill authorized a campaign to liberate Ethiopia. British forces, along with Ethiopian resistance fighters, launched a coordinated offensive from Sudan. The operation was led by General William Platt and included Ethiopian patriots who had been waging guerrilla warfare against the Italians for years. And in 1941, after 5 years in exile, Haile Selassie returned to Ethiopia. Churchill played a crucial role in ensuring the success of this campaign, providing military support and recognizing Ethiopia's sovereignty. So, what was the relationship between Churchill and Haile Selassie? While there's no evidence of a deep personal friendship, the two leaders shared a mutual respect. Churchill admired Haile Selassie's resilience and determination to reclaim his country, while Selassie appreciated Churchill's support in restoring Ethiopia's independence. Churchill once referred to Haile Selassie as a remarkable man and praised his leadership during one of Ethiopia's darkest periods. On the other hand, Haile Selassie viewed Churchill as a critical ally in Ethiopia's liberation and a statesman who understood the importance of Ethiopian sovereignty. But Churchill's contributions to Ethiopia didn't end with its liberation. Under his leadership, Britain helped Ethiopia rebuild after the war. The British military presence in the region provided stability, and Churchill's government supported Ethiopia's readmission to the League of Nations and later the United Nations. Churchill's efforts ensured that Ethiopia remained free from colonial rule, preserving its unique status as an independent African nation. This was no small feat in an era when much of Africa was under European control. Legacy of their relationship. Churchill Avenue or Churchill Godana in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia is named after Sir Winston Churchill. The relationship between Winston Churchill and Haile Selassie is a testament to the power of diplomacy and mutual respect during times of crisis. Churchill's support for Ethiopia's sovereignty not only helped liberate the nation but also strengthened its position on the global stage. And for Churchill, Ethiopia's liberation was a key victory in the fight against fascism in Africa. Today, their legacy endures. Haile Selassie is remembered as a symbol of African independence, and Churchill's role in Ethiopia's liberation remains one of his lesser-known, yet significant contributions to world history. Naming the avenue after Churchill is a tribute to his support and the role he played in Ethiopia's fight for freedom during a critical period in its history. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning about this fascinating chapter of history, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments, what other historical relationships or events would you like me to cover next? Until next time, stay curious.